Hey everyone, and welcome back to Alfprotocol. In this video, we're going to go ahead and show you how to borrow from the Allotment ALF. So, when you have your assets deposited, you will see this number over here, which is your maximum borrowing limit available for you. You can also find this number if you go to the profile and under the borrowing limit. So this number is the maximum amount of money you can borrow based on your deposits. So as you can see, at the moment, we deposited $3,700 into the protocol, and our borrowing limit is 1.4, pretty much $1,500. Okay, borrowing limit number will be adjusted once the liquidity of the protocol is increased. At the moment, it's set to be this, and basically within the future, if this limit percentage changes, you will be definitely informed on social media channels. But how to start borrowing? So you want to go to the Allotment ALF, back to the Allotment ALF, and keep in mind that Alfprotocol supports multi-assets collateral as well as multi-assets borrowing, which means that if you deposited Solanas or USDC or USDT or any other asset that is supported on the Alfprotocol, you are able to borrow in different currencies as well, which means that this borrowing limit takes into the calculation all of your deposits. So even if you deposited Solanas, you are able to borrow USDC. If you deposited USDC, you're able to borrow Solanas or USDT or Marinate Sol or any other asset that will be supported in the Alfprotocol in the future. So now, if you want to borrow something, you can go ahead and go to the borrow markets, and you will see the supported assets. So let's say that we deposited $2,000, but we want to borrow some Solanas. So what we can do is go ahead and click on the borrow, and you will see the maximum borrowing limit for the Solanas itself, which is equal to the same amount right here. And if you want to borrow USDC, if you click on it, you will see the same thing over here as well. So let's say we want to borrow 15 Solanas. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on confirm. Once again, when you are borrowing for the very first time, you will need to create a special fees account, but keep in mind that once you withdraw all of the assets deposited and pay back your borrowings, you will get these fees back. It's a normal procedure for all DeFi protocols on a Solana blockchain. So there is nothing to worry about this. So once you create this for the very first time, if you are borrowing for the second time or third time, you will not see this window no more. So as you can see, it was successfully confirmed. So now we can confirm again, and we are borrowing 15 Solanas, which is equal to $512 at the current rate. Click on confirm, and let's approve the transaction. And once the transaction is approved, we will get these 15 Solanas in our wallet, and then we can use these Solanas anywhere else where we might need them, which is also a very great feature of Alfprotocol, that you can actually use this capital not only in Alfprotocol but also outside the Alfprotocol in any other place. So now, as you can see, when the transaction settled, you will see your debt, which is a 15 Solanas, and also these numbers changed. Your loan to value ratio increased to 34.6%, and your borrow balance also changed to $512 So now you have your position and you have borrowed some capital from the Alfprotocol. Now, if you wish to repay your debt, you can do that by simply going back to the borrow markets and next to your debt by clicking on change. And now you are able to click on repay, enter how many Solanas you wish to repay, and then confirm the transaction. Simple as that. Keep in mind that you can repay either the whole amount of your debt or small part of it. It doesn't matter. So you have a complete freedom of choosing when you want to repay your debt and how much you want to repay if you are repaying in multiple installments. Okay, so once everything settled, you will see that under the profile tab that your allotment value is the same and your debt value is now $512. Now, another important aspect to remember that if you go to the profile, you will see these two boxes: interest, earned interest, and accumulated borrowing interest. So this window right here, your earned interest, shows how much you already earned on top of your deposits. So this is your profit from your deposits. And this box right here shows the accumulated borrowing interest, which means that how much you own to Alfprotocol in interest rates. So this number is increasing, this number as well. And when you repay your debt, this amount of money will be deducted as your interest. So just an important aspect to follow. So that's it. That's how you borrow against your deposit. And now you do have these Solanas in your wallet and you can do whatever you want to do with them. And then when it's time to repay the debt, you go ahead, click on change, and you are able to repay that debt. So thank you guys for watching, and let's move on to the next videos.